Thank you. So finally, we have Mr. Nitin Gokhale with us. Many of you would have seen him. If you saw him 8 years ago, he was in NDTV. And thereafter, he started off on his own. And I must say that he has created a very valuable and respectable niche for himself with his own YouTube channel. He has authored his books. And this book on Siachen was published in April 2014. You would remember that the story of Siachen started after 1971, when Pakistan was fragmented into two, and then it started a cartographic aggression of sorts, started sending mountaineering expeditions into what was clearly Indian territory. Nobody was there from either side, etc. Operation Meghdut, the official start of the Siachen Saga per se, the date officially is 13th April 1984. And I was there at that time. I got my second gallantry award from the President of India for the capture of a Pakistani post there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The point I want to make here, which Nitin will cover after this, he'll give a detailed opening address. I'll have a few questions and then questions from the audience. So the point I've tried to make here is, April 1984 it started, and the book was published in April 2014, 30 years later. So this is something Nitin will throw light on, and then we will discuss further after, which I will cover.
So my point is, it's not an official history. It's just a storytelling. Next, please. PowerPoint presentation.
So thank you, Nitin. I think he has made his terms of reference very clear. He has made his time frame crunch and its consequent limitations very clear. And I think as an author, he deserves nothing but praise for this great human interest story that he has told, vibrant, detailed, anecdotal evidences, backed up by photos. The professional crib is that there is only one weak, vague map, but then he has told you that he's doing it as a journalist with only what was made available to him. Also note that when he talks of the people that he has spoken to, and in his book, there is none from my unit 19 Kumaon. Now, I will cover for you not as a criticism of the book, because that he has adequately said and the book is complete. There is certain other aspects that you need to know, because I'm afraid when you see these pictures of men in white, and you see snow scooters, and you see one-man chambers, the impression in the general public of India is that the army is well looked after. It is much better looked after today. It is very good. But in about 30 seconds, I do want to tell you, and I'm not talking of 1962, I'm talking of from April 1984 till August 1984, when I was there, and I incidentally hold a world record of sorts of staying at above 19,000 feet for 77 days consecutively, because this is the post I captured and I had to stay there. So it's a world record of sorts, because medically it is ill-advised. Nobody does it then or now. Now, the hardships. And here is the role of 19 Kumaon. When we say that there was a battalion which went in, and as he has said, and he's written it in his book, I think it's on page 78, I don't remember. The company was less than a platoon strength. One officer, one JCO, 27 men. My battalion, 19 Kumaon, went in as a full battalion and established a battalion headquarters at a place which today has become a base camp and a mini township. So when we went there, we had the clothing which you are given in, say, Shillong, or you're given in Leh. And with those areas, the bottoms of our trousers wore off. So what did we do? We never got new trousers. We wore shorts underneath, our PT shorts. And when they started wearing out, we stitched the short onto the trouser. when our shoes started, the soles were wearing, and we were on rock and ice. We put grass, and where did we get grass from? Because some of the packing material had straw. So we tied with wire straw on the sole of the shoe, and you change the plastic frequently, hoping that you don't get chilblain, leading to frostbite, leading to amputation of your toes. So I won't go into the stories of this, because I have refused for many channels, only for Netflix, when they pursued me for 6 months, because these memories are very painful. And I have refused authorships and co-authorships of the book. It's very painful. Emotionally, to see what, I don't want to remember. I have destroyed all photographs that I had. I am a photographer. I have over 1 lakh photographs, 0 of Siachen. It's so painful. It's so painful. The biggest enemies, and this is common knowledge, number 1, weather. Number 2, your higher headquarters. And the last of the enemy was the Pakis. But the good part was that there was somebody, when I said, damn it, I was in the Shikar Club in 1978, you get me a sniper rifle, I'll knock off a few. So somebody got me a sniper rifle. And it filtered down, and in a month I got it. An old 303. And only 50 rounds. So when the first time I had to zero the weapon and all that, I shot a guy. I was so elated. I'm not a trained sniper officially, but otherwise I am a sniper. I was elated. And that's where my lack of training came in. Mar diya maine. And my heartbeat went. Another chap stepped down 1 step. Stepping down 1 step at 21,000 feet to get the thing up is a big thing. And the second chap I couldn't kill, I missed him. I hit him, I missed him. So I dutifully reported there is 1 casualty. This was picked up by the radio intelligence, and they said, tell that boy to, I was a boy, tell that boy to convert his MMG into ACAC role, anti-aircraft role. Puma coming to rescue Captain Nabil Khan Asgar force injured. That's when I came to know that this post that I have captured was earlier held by the Pakistani para-commandos. And Captain Nabil Khan has been injured. There is 1 fatal casualty, and Nabil Khan is injured, and the Puma is coming to rescue Nabil. I had reported 1 casualty. We don't know whether he's died. This is what established the reputation of 19 Kumaon. But leave the 19 Kumaon story aside. Now, he tells me that Brigadier Channa was his neighbor, etc. So the book largely is Channa's narrative. I have read every book published on this. I have chosen not to speak and write. This book is engripping. Having said what I have, this book as a human interest story from the eyes of a journalist, and a special word, he's shown it in his photographs, he has traveled the ground. So he is able to bring out the many small anecdotes. Yes, there are many stories which have been consigned to the dustbins of history. That is unfortunate. Never mind. It doesn't take away from the goodness of the book. Now, Nitin, what would you like to tell our public and our audience who's watching us live about your feelings after you've written this book?